Hi, Sagittarius. It's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading today. We have another awesome tarot reading for you guys, and the cards are here a little early. Usually I put them out very spontaneously, but in this case, I've been having technical difficulties, so I'm leaving them out. I don't want to look at them again. So let's see what we have. Not look at them, but but let's see. We will pull the tarot cards very spontaneously, and we start with the the subconscious and the story card. Okay, so that is about somebody who went really deep about their own life story, about the past, or whatever was going on in their life. They went really deep. The mushrooms are here, they're reversed. It usually means that um something could have been stagnant here, but the details have probably been already like all figured out, because we have the unconscious, well, they're calling it the subconscious, but it's either, they're interchangeable really. But when somebody is in their deep in their psyche, right, their subconscious mind, they're really going deep about some story here. And here's the family card, and Shirley Jackson is here, and she has spilled all the coffee, and because her home life was very happy until something happened, or she realizes that she's not happy, something like that. Something happens here to most likely a family dynamic, could be. We have blessed sight and the strength card, and the strength card is self mastery all day long, right? Doesn't mean you can pick up a car, because or lift 100 pounds, things like that. So when we see that, we have it with blessed sight. Blessed sight too is about somebody who had problems, and they are seeing their life in a whole new way, and it's about somebody who went through challenges, and after that they start to look at life in a different way. And somebody did have challenges here, and now they have been in reflection here as well. And let's get some cards here. But yeah, let's get some tarot cards. I feel like something is going on here. Somebody's been in reflection for a while here, definitely. And let's see what we got. Today we're using the John Holland Tarot deck, Psychic Tarot deck, right? And yeah, I hope you guys are well. Take what fits, Sagittarius. Leave the rest out. These are general readings. If you want to get a reading with me, I have a promotion going. My readings have been substantially reduced. Yeah, so now's the time. It's your birthday's here. Get yourself a reading. Um, yeah, and I do psychic readings, tarot readings, and I always check my psychic work for accuracy with my client. I sure do. They are, yeah, and there's lots of fun. You can do a session, a one-on-one session on a Zoom call, or I can send you a video, whatever you like, or both actually. And Mystic Sense has a free 5-minute psychic reading. I also do past life readings, and yeah, those are super super helpful. I feel like people are afraid of them, but hey, that's up to them, right? Yeah, so let's see what we have, Sagittarius. The bottom of the deck here is the solar plexus chakra card. That's about somebody's life force energy and their desires, what they want to manifest, what they want to make of their life, right? Somebody is already kind of had a hard hand here, some type of hard hand. Could have been childhood, could have been in a relationship, a marriage even. It looks like there was, like, I don't know, maybe family kind of wounds or something, but we're not sure yet. No. And let's see what we have. And we have the movement, choices, and decisions, the truth. All right. Sagittarius loves the truth. Good God. Can't live without the truth. Yeah. And higher truths, right? Sagittarius is the ninth house of higher visions, higher ideals. Yeah. Higher purpose. And yeah, spiritual union, the Two of Cups. We see this lovely couple here. They have their heads together, like, hey, we're together. We're cosmic partners. We're soulmates. We're on the spiritual journey together. It can be that. It can be that somebody sees that you're a soulmate, and now they want this. They feel like they can have a spiritual relationship with you, Sagittarius, which is, the best kind, in my opinion. Let's raise this up a little bit. I'm getting a new mic tomorrow. I just can't deal with this. um, this mic today. And yeah, and so we have the obstacles and challenges. That's the Five of Wands, and she's gonna go overboard here. Whatever, walk the plank. That's what the pirates used to call it. Yeah, I love pirates. In fact, I was a pirate in a past life, in two past lives. Yeah. Well, I was an explorer, and then in the other one, I was a pirate, but both on the seas, on the open seas. That's a true story. Yeah. And so, yeah. And so we have mental conflict, moving on. Somebody's moving on from something. And remember, I said somebody had it hard here. It could have been in a marriage or a relationship. Yeah, someone's moving on from something, and we also have the sacrifice card. That is the Hanged Man. But let's look at these cards here first, Sagittarius. We start with movements, choices, and decisions. And all the readings, the private readings, the calendar is below. Click on the calendar if you want to see pricing and you want to book a reading with me. All right. Everything's below in the description box. All right. And if you want to see um, the full moon in Taurus for all the 12 signs, I have that on my other channel. I will pin it at the top of the comments. All right, let's get a card on this truth card. Somebody made a decision based on truth, and why it's all happening is the spiritual union. So let's see, let's get a card on this truth card. It sits in a challenge. Somebody could have been lying to themselves about their life, about what they wanted. And they could have done that because they had a hard time and they didn't really understand themselves, or it could be. And we have Five of Pentacles with it. Wow. Yeah. So somebody could have been in lack, or just not feeling so maybe hot about themselves. And this can be the actual physical action of leaving somebody out because someone understands the truth. What they understand here, Sagittarius, is that you're their soulmate right here. Spiritual union in the root. Yeah. And the obstacles card is showing up here, challenges, and we have the devil with it. Yeah, that's another challenge, right? Maybe there is, a Capricorn here, but not necessarily. We're going to get one more card. These challenges, though, were like kind of a relationship, or somebody was just, like, as I said, like kidding themselves, or just in denial about who they really wanted to be with or what was important. People do it all the time. Six of Cups reversed with it. And that can be somebody who wants to return from your past, Sagittarius. This can also mean that somebody here had some family wounds or childhood wounds when we see the Six of Cups reversed with this challenges card and the devil. And here's the mental conflict card, and it looks like what's his name? Who's the blonde guy? He's a big rapper. Uh, Eminem. Yeah, Eminem. Yeah, so that looks like Eminem to me, sort of. Yeah, I don't know if he's bald though. I don't think he's bald. I don't know. This guy's bald, and this is the Two of Swords. That's what it is, and he is experiencing dealing with mental conflict. The Four of Swords is with it. That's somebody's really in reflection here, introspection. Yeah, they are. That's the mindset too. Yeah, this reading could be about two separate people besides somebody else, like a third party. It could be. I'm not saying necessarily there's one going on, but there may have been somebody who kind of chose you over someone else, Sagittarius. That's a possibility here. But the main point here is that somebody wants you here, that thinks that the universe wants you together, right? Yeah. And the truth card it's in the challenge. So that's a big deal. This is actually judgment. So that's what it is in this deck, right? Number 20. Judgment is, rebirth. And it is also, when we say judgment, right, it can be, judging what's wrong and what's right, right? And so also this can be about endings and new beginnings, the rebirth. But the truth aspect here is, wow, judgment. This is, somebody could have really put themselves under a microscope in this reading, like just the truth about themselves. But they're seeing, whoever's doing this, Sagittarius, right, is seeing like some childhood wounds or something, or they're dealing, whoever's doing this in this reading, you or them, is awakening to a new attitude toward life. but only after some challenges and having to go deep about it. Yeah. And so we have moving on. See, someone moves on from something, and Six of Swords with it. That is also the Six of Swords, the moving on card right here, because because it is this is the Six of Swords with this deck. Yeah, it is. All right. So yeah, let's get this, put the Six of Swords twice here. Wow. We could say that's definitely to manifest something, because that would be a 12 and then a 3, right? And it is. Somebody wants this spiritual union with you, Sagittarius. It is more than a spiritual union, because the bottom of the deck was a solar plexus. This is like what I want for my life, my life force energy and my desires. Yeah. And the accelerated motion is the Eight of Wands. Yeah, that's what they call it here, but that's okay. We have the Page of Cups with it, right? So, this here, can you guys see these cards? It's hard. This thing is like hard here. Um, yeah. So, Page of Cups with the Eight of Wands here. This is in the concern. So this is change here. Somebody wants, like, this is like overnight change. Somebody changed overnight. They went into reflection, maybe hermit mode even, right? But they went there and they understood something at a very deep level with the subconscious mind and the story. The story is about, it can be about like the deep dark secrets about ourselves or from the past or our family, our childhood, our wounds, right? Nobody's here to criticize anybody's family. No, we're not. Every family has something anyway. Yeah, known a lot of people over the years, lots and lots. And yeah, not that many people, grew up with the Ivy League and, where everything was just perfect and cushy. No, I don't think so. And so, yeah, Page of Cups is here. I feel like I feel like this person's coming to talk to you, Sagittarius, and tell you that they want, like, let's be together now. This reading is like, let's just be together. All right, enough of the past. That's how it looks here. Let's just be together, and that's what they want to tell you. Yeah. And so the base chakra, it's also called the root chakra. It is, and it is, if we look at it, it is, I mean, in a way, the most important. It helps support the other chakras. It's at the bottom of your, kind of like the bottom of your back. But this base chakra supports the others, and it is the most important here. And this is in the environment. This is that you are feeding this person's needs, or you are able to satisfy their needs. The base chakra. This is, yeah, definitely. Let's get a card on it. Let's see what it says here. And we have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, this is like seeing that in some situation I wasn't getting my needs met, or I wasn't happy there. I wasn't aligned. This was not for me. I don't want this. Um, yeah, there's some situation here that, um, and this can also be kind of going really deep and finding out where you're going to put your life force energy in this life, where you're going to put it, right? Because the solar plexus. But and this person, there's something about an ending in this reading, moving on, Five of Pentacles. So, that means, like, I need to use my energy where it really counts, right? We're not going to live here forever. I mean, I'm not going to be on this, not in this incarnation, right? Yeah. Stand your ground is in the hopes and fears. That's what they're doing. Somebody here is standing their ground about their life. He's standing up here with this big wand, and he is, here's the universe in front of him, and he's holding it up like, hey, I have power, right? Yeah, I'm going to stand my ground. There's been a lot of reflection here in this reading. There's a number 7. That is a 7. And the sacrifice card is the lovely native woman here who is saying a prayer, and she is beneath the rainbow. And the sacrifice card is the Hanged Man card. We know because it's a number 12. And the Hangman, the Pisces represents the 12th house of sacrifice. That is one of the things it means. And why is that? Because it's partially because it is the last house, and so we can say that we are sacrificing something in this life before we go to another one. I mean, there's a whole bunch of, but there, it's really like that. Since it's the last house, it can be the house of release, ending, sacrifice. Uh, yeah, and so sacrifice is, can be used in a few different contexts here, but um she's, the rainbow's above her, like, and she's making a prayer, like almost like, well, if I sacrifice something here, I really want that rainbow. Yeah, let's get a card on the sacrifice card. Could be a Piscean here, right, for sure. And Seven of Pentacles showing up reversed. So this means that whatever that you or this person was doing, or this attitude, is like Seven of Pentacles reversed. Oh no, it wasn't a good investment. I need to sacrifice it, let it go, release it, and I need to move on. And we have that card, moving on. So it's not clear if somebody's moving on from a relationship, Sagittarius, or I don't know, or some PTSD. Doesn't have to be that, that heavy, but just moving on from maybe they were telling themselves, kind of a different story, right? Because we have that card. It's next to the next to the subconscious card, which is, going very deep. But the story, this could be like, in this reading, I feel like it's kind of this message, like, stop telling yourself that story, like you don't deserve happiness, or that happened to me, and so that's defining my whole life and all that. Yeah, that's the past. We have to all move beyond the past. All right, if you've got great memories, that's good. Keep those tucked away. And the ones that made life hell or something, learn, just, right, kind of, you can, there's always, use the pain for gain, right, knowledge and wisdom. Yeah, because everybody has to suffer, and so in some way, this life, part of life is suffering, and that's how it is, right? um so yeah, I'm gonna end this reading right now. If you guys want to get a reading with me, check out the description box. I still have the promo, as I said, for an unlimited time. I mean, for a limited time, I beg your pardon. Yeah, for maybe a few more days. I'm not sure on that, but check that out. And yeah, now it's time to get a reading. If you want, please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps me kind of maneuver with the YouTube algorithm, right? Which is a real thing. Thanks so much. Hit the little bell if you want to be notified of my uploads. Thank you so much.